announces something extraordinary. This sounds like a shit show.
I think I'm live right now. I'm not sure, but we will see. Okay, just starting up. Alright, I open Son of the Gun. I do have the straight blocker with the nut flush draw. I would think multi-way. I don't want to be blown off my equity. This would serve better as a check. Alright. Good price to continue. Now I'm open-ended. I still block the nut straight. I have a pretty good price to hit my hand too, I would think. Even if I'm drawing. See, and I miss. Over here, I'm gonna check back second and third pair and win. He had a worse two pair. And he just pots it. It's really likely. Well, one of them has Queen Jack. I think it's likely that they could both have Queen Jack. Oh, that's surprising. What did he call with? What do you have? Top two pair? Top three pair? That's really light. Okay. Let me make sure you tag them. Alright, over here we're just call. Top two pair flush draw. Over here I have basically the nuts and getting barreled into. I don't think I can do anything but call. That is disgusting. Bet. Just turn two outs. Alright. Over here we river the nuts. I think I'm gonna lead here. It's kind of. I don't know what the correct size, the best sizing would be, but he's just gonna check back this river with, I think, almost everything. I don't think he would bet a jack high straight here. Okay, just folds. That's fine. That's also a pretty good hand. I would actually 3-bet this if the cutoff opened. Let's see what takes camera. Alright, that's definitely an open. The 3-bet, that's fine. Defend. It's a horrendous flop. We're not gonna do anything. Check, fold. Do pick up some equity. I don't think it makes sense to bluff here. He's just gonna have too many straights that he would just call. Aces, yeah. That would obviously fold, but better hands to bluff with. Over here, I defended the big blind, called a flop bet, and I pots a turn. I think with top pair and open ender, I have enough to continue. I also unblock hearts. And I river the nuts. The question is, do I lead? I think you could have 7-8 here and bet, and I can check raise, and he just snap checks it back. Please tell me he was bluffing. He just had aces. Okay, so not much we can do there. Now I have aces. This was also the guy that barreled kings multiple times, so I think checking there is the correct play. Easy pot. Yeah. Well, let me type. That's not a good board. Check evaluate. Yeah, that sucks. So he overcalled. I mean, you shouldn't have too much of this in his range. That's the thing. I could be just dead. I do have a gutter, which is nice. I almost want to check call, see if we can get some type of brick and then rip it. I don't know. I don't think the gutter's enough. I think I have to just fold it here. It's really annoying. Alright, I'm just gonna check give up over here. That's not a good flop. Over here, I flop middle set on a monitor board. Pretty easy check back. Board's really connected. I do have a couple blockers, but there's no merit to betting my hand. I can see. I don't know. This might be way too thin. I think I can maybe squeeze out a little bit. Maybe get called by. Nah, I don't know. That's probably way too thin. I probably shouldn't have that there. All right. I think this is a good barrel. I have a lot of really good turns, and if he check raises, I can just easily give up. All right, that's fine. Alright. I just turned second set. Blind versus blind. Half pots is it? It's a really bad card. I just check it back. And it was against a flush. I think he just had a gutter and a bad flush draw. It's fine. It's pretty decent hand. All right. It's a good 3-bet hand for a bluff. All right. SPR is pretty low. I don't know if I'd hate to check it back and see a 10, 8, or a 5. But I'm not really worried about straights. He just has straights, whatever. Yeah, that sucks. That's really bad. That's ass. He's gonna have a lot of like, yeah, that's crazy. I don't even. He shouldn't be leading pot here, anyways. I think we just have to fold. If it was a club, I could call. That's really annoying. Unless he has like bare pocket eights and nothing else. That's just wild. He shouldn't be doing that with 10-8. Pick up pocket aces over here. Yeah, we just take it down. I should probably leave this table anyways. Pretty decent hand over here. I would have 3-bet if someone gave me the opportunity. Bad flop, but a lot of good turns. Jack of hearts would be really good. I don't know. I feel like that's just small enough I can continue. But I need specifically like a jack of hearts. Or like any jack. Yeah, now I can just fold. Do pick up aces. No one wants to raise on this table. Okay, it's I was gonna check raise the turn. I think I just lose. I don't think I can do anything. I don't think I can bet to get him to fold anything. I think if I just pot it, he's just gonna call me with a straight. Yeah, he does. Yeah, that's really weird. Whatever, we just fold. Over here, double suited rundown. Bad flop. I 3-bet out of the big one. I think I can start to bluff this. Okay, nice, take it down. We're just hoping to fold out queens, jacks, whatever. It's just one check, check, check. I am gonna just lead out small. Could pot it, but I think I'd only get called by like the queen or jack high flush if I did that, and everybody folds anyways. It's pretty okay hand. Oh, I think I would have 3-bet this if he was 100 big blinds deep, but he's not. And we can give up over there. Just river quads. It's just one check. I'm just hoping he has aces or kings and was just too scared to bet the flop. Alright, now, how much can I raise where I can get called? I think that potty would fold. Well, maybe not. He might just think I'm full of it. Some people are just incapable of folding aces too, if that's a hand he had. Okay, 2 pair. Do flop a set. Ace is really good. It's not too many scary turn cards. Alright, just take it down. I think I opened this hand, checked, called, flop bet, and I went check on the turn. I do not think he would check back a 6 on the turn. I'm gonna try to get called by like jacks and queens. If he raises, that would really suck. Okay. Over here. Very pretty connected hand. We 3-bet. That's fun. Don't think I'm supposed to 4-bet this. And we flop basically the nuts. He'd have to have like ace, king something, or ace, king something with hearts to beat me. It's really small. I think just call and lead the turn. And if he has the king eye flush, it's just whatever. I don't think he should have that too often. Pretty good river. And my rationale for leading the turn is I think that if you were to have a hand like ace king or aces or kings, he would check back very frequently. And they would still call turn bet. Okay. He didn't snap call, so we win. Now we just need a call. I was really thinking about it. I don't think he has a flush. I think he would call it a flush already. I think he has ace, king, kings, or aces. If I have an ace, you bet the flop. So I'm okay. I don't really know. He could have the other 2 aces. That's fine. That is a pretty good flop. I could check raise or just bet. I think this flop will connect with his calling range enough that he'll take a stab and I can check raise. He checks it back. The good news is I'm never beat. He's checking it back. Unless he checks back 7-3. Okay. I think I check back. Check and hope he has like naked 5-6. No, he wouldn't have 5-6, like 10. I don't know. You should be checking betting Jack 10 on the flop pretty often. I just don't know. I can't think of any value hands he has. He had a 7. I was not expecting that. He had E7. Okay, so that was a bad check. I don't think I could have bet too big. That was crazy. I thought for sure he had E7. That was really bad. Okay. Alright, I raised pre-flop. I bet flop as a bluff and got called, check back turn. I think I can bet. This might be really thin, but I'm trying to get called by an ace. Okay, sweet. He does call. And what did he have? Yeah, ace 9. Okay. Race pre-flop, got called in 2 spots. At top pair and really good backdoors, and that was one of them. I'm just gonna exercise some pot control. Okay. I do not think I can bet and get called by worse in his hand. So I'll just check and hope to win. Okay, nice. Over here, flop quads. Just gotta hope he has. He should be betting all these over pairs. Okay. Guess I just try to get called by like a pocket pair. Okay. That's also a pretty decent hand. I will 3-bet this as a bluff. I have very good backdoors. He should have a lot of queens in his range. He just bets 3/4, which is pretty insane. I don't know why I do that. It's such a big bet. Alright, I raised pre-flop. It's really short, but I think one of these players will come long enough where I can justify calling here in position. I mean, I can still call, that's fine. Just as long as this player's 4-bet, because he'll call. And we miss. Nice. That's kind of crazy. Just no side pot. And you just had queens. Okay, I mean, obviously had all the extra outs, but I don't think he benefits from trying to get me. Yeah, I don't think he benefits from trying to get me to fold there. That's fine. This is like just connected enough to call to raise. I think this was like this 4 was a 3. I think I'd fold. Yeah. Okay. Have 2 pair on a garbage board. Check it back and win. Alright, well, this hand's much better. I had a boat. Just checked it. His flop to set and just checked it every street. Check that back. Best turn card in the deck. Just trying to build a pot. It's the Queen 10, which I block. I think I can bet. And if I get check raised, I still think I need a call. Unblocking. Straight. Okay. Just take it down. Over here, I'm probably about to lose to a flush. Just call pre-flop, check call flop, and then check turn, check river. Over here, the second flush draw, and a gutter, and a lot of magical turn cards. And that's not one of them. It just donks into me. I mean, I feel like a king high board is not the right board to do that. This is like, it's really weird. I think these hands are okay to call them small blind. It's pretty much suit ace with pair. You should never check raise, not check raise, slip raise that often. An 8. A pair of 8s on that. And flop an overprint flush draw. 6 is a pretty good card here. Turn to flush. I think he's really passive. I don't think I can. I think I can. I don't know. If he were potted, that'd be really scary. Because I don't think this player. Just bet small, I guess, and hopefully call by 2 pair. Set. He didn't want to bet on the turn. That doesn't make any sense. Why would he bet flop and then check back turn with the nut flush? That's the question. That doesn't make any sense. like most likely gonna call this. I think he just has the ace of clubs. That makes no sense. I don't know why he would do that. It's fine. So that player really likes to just slow. I thought even in position with enough flush, he wouldn't have done that. Okay, doing some math. 22. Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out if I call and he back jams, if he actually reopens and it doesn't. So I can call. I flop the nuts. It's a really dry board too. Okay, now do I just jam? Yeah, I think I have to. Just fade the ace. Perfect. It's a pretty nice pot. Versus aces all in pre-flop and then chop. That's an easy fold. 3-bet over here. If he 4-bets, I can fold. That's not a bad flop. He can have a lot of kings. He shouldn't have that many fours. And if he were to call us, I wouldn't be super concerned. Okay, that's weird. He's basically saying he wants me to fold. Alright, we fold. But he just had an open ender. I would have won, but just by sucking out on him. Is that all he had open ender? He had a wrap. That's crazy. Why didn't he just call? Just open ended. That was weird. That was absurd. Okay, over here, pretty uneventful. Just blind versus blind. Check, check. Turn the nuts. I bet he calls. River. I pot. He pots. We both chop. Just whatever. I think these type of hands are like pretty borderline, but they're good enough to open. I think if I was to do the king, maybe that might even be an open. If I had the ace of hearts and one of the others were not, that would be an open. I think this is a hand I want to rate bet. The king and the queen are good because it lessens the chance when my opponent says kings or queens, and so we value for flush draws there. Okay. There's a lot of really good turns too. I have two pair of wrap or something. Pretty looking hand right here. Top set on a monitor board. Start off with a check. It's not a good turn. Check. I think I'll still call. He'd just be stabbing here a lot of time. River boat. Check and had bad flush. I don't know if he would have called if I raised or if I let out the river anyways. Okay. He potted. It's pretty easy to defend. That's not a good flop. There are really good turns, but not a lot than ace 3/4 it. Yeah, I just need a little bit more. If I already had a flush draw, I could probably call. Actually, if I had a flush draw, I could probably just pot it. If I had a pair, flush draw on the gutter, and a pair is probably, yeah, that's probably good enough. Okay. Flop top and bottom. I do have a blocker. Flush draw. I think these type of hands are typically bet. Without the spade, I would check back. Take that down, pretty good. I think I just have enough to 3-bet. If you were to raise there. It's a really good flop. The 8's really good too. I think he'll connect enough where he can bet. I can rip it. Yeah, perfect. It should be, unless he has like a set or something, in really good shape. And he might even fold. And like, whatever. But yeah, it's a spot where if he had like jacks with the spades, I'm probably like 60 something percent favorite. I don't think you'd. So if I mean, if you did fold that, I think that'd be pretty good. It's a pretty good hand. No interesting hands right now. Usually I'm in some sort of hand. So nothing. Okay, finally have a hand I can play. It's not a great hand. Overpair to flush draw. That's an okay turn. Just gonna check and hope to win. 3 pair. Without any diamonds in my hand. Pretty easy check back. Four pair. No way I win. Yeah, top set. I was screwed the whole time. That's a good hand. It's a good flop. You know. My hand's good enough to bump it up. Just limp folds. 3 kings. Over here, flop, bottom pair, and wrap. Backdoor flush draw. Pretty good flop. And he does a small check raise. I think this is, could be like 4, 5, 6 or a set. Pretty good turn. Do have the pair blocker, so it's less likely is a set. Pots it. I think he just always has a set here, and I have the right price to try to hit my hand. We river the nuts. Hope he puts it in wherever he has. He does. One slow roll. He had 5, 4, 7. What? That's really quick. He had. Oh wow. Oh, he did pick up the flush draw. Still. It's kind of crazy. He was just open-ended, he check raised the flop. I was not expecting to chop that too often. Alright, over here I have the nuts. I raise pre-flop, check back the flop, call to turn bet. I'll be raising the river. He calls. limped pot over here. I have second pair of the nuts now. Just gonna pot it out. I do have a redraw if needed. Open the kings, bottom pair, backdoor flush. It's just not enough to see bet. Alright, I'm in pretty bad shape over here. That would have been nice. Alright, over here, I call it open. Turn, trips. Take it down. Okay. Finally a hand I can open. I gotta flop. And he pots it. slowing down with hands pre-flop. Absolutely missed this flop. Do not miss this one. It is really dry, but at like a 4-2, I would check back. We gotta try to get called by first hand. Okay, obviously a couple straights come in. Still gotta charge draws. If he has a straight, so be it. Alright, then we river boat. Pretty easy decision here. He folds. Maybe yet. I don't know. That kind of sucks. I think connected enough where I can still call as long as, yeah, nobody rips it. And then having him in my luck's gonna kind of suck a little bit. And if he were to jam right now, I can't really fold. And we just completely miss. If that 5 was a 7 or something, I'd be in there. Let's see what he had. Top pair, over pair. And that's fun. No suits, but I'm connected enough where I can still call. I mean, unless you have a nut suit, connectedness I think matters more anyways. And we miss. Check it back. Question is, do I want to bluff here? I think the answer is yes. Snap. Calls. Okay. I'd be pretty surprised if I get called by a flush that's lower than queen. Nice, okay. Still even... Somewhat decent hand. Worth defending. Good walk. That's a better hand. I can 3-bet. up. Two pair. Two have good backdoors. Brings in an extra straight. And was it out of bound a blank? But no, I just gotta check and hope to win. Okay. I think over here we're just a little behind. Flop the nuts with the redraw. I think I'll just lead out in the limp pot. He raises. Do a redraw, backdoor flush draw. I'm just gonna get in and out. Oh shoot, did not mean to do that. Hope I'm not up against 7-6 in the set. That would be really, really bad. It's pretty obvious. I think this guy probably has. Oh, he doesn't have 7-6. Okay. He puts it in, he probably just has 7-6. He doesn't. He just, what? He just had two pair? He just donated. Okay. That was crazy. There's a limp pot. He just went nuts with bottom two pair. I think this has been going pretty decent today. Nothing interesting. River the nuts in a limp pot from the big one. Blind versus blind. I'm gonna raise his hand. Flip two pair. Out of position, I'll start with the check. He bets like 45%. That's not the greatest turn. Snap checks it back. I don't think I can get called by worse too often. I think I'd be better off trying to bluff catch against a missed flush draw. He had Ors 2 pair. He did have the straight blocker. Okay, raise. Get call, check back the flop. There's no reason to bet here. I don't want to get blown off my equity. Hope to river a flush or something. If you were to bet, I would probably just call. No reason to bet too big. Take down. This is not a comfortable spot. If he were to pot, he folds, I'm gonna go with it. Yeah, I could be ahead. I should have enough equity. He'd have to like exactly eights. He'd bottom 2 pair. I almost positive that was a flip where I was ahead. That was bottom 2 pairing, just potted multi. I do not understand that. Bottom 2 pair. With, yeah, no backup either. He had a backdoor flush draw, that was it. Okay. Getting myself into another 3-bet pot over here. Top pair and a flush draw. SPR is pretty low. Probably just potting it in. Go for no, just call, I guess. He just called, which is really annoying. But I'm not folding. It's really annoying if he has a flush. He doesn't, he has nothing. He's just punting. Punting. It's another pretty good hand. Yeah, the other hand where I lost was I had 45% equity. So, against bottom 2 pair. It's just wild. I could have had, my hand wasn't even that great. I could have had middle and bottom pair. I could have had way more equity if I had. Okay, a straight or something. I cannot value bet. Cannot get called by worse frequently. He checks back worse. Over here, I turn a set. Could justify betting. I basically have the nuts. I don't think aces will get checked back on this flop ever. Pot. It's like 80% pot. No, I kind of want a pot. Question if I do that and I think which cards would I fold on if he just calls? There's going to be a lot of bad cards. I'm not scared about straightening. I'd be scared about hearts, but not diamonds. But I do have a blocker for both flush draws, so I'm fine doing that. We'll call here. And we miss. Multi-way. Just gotta hope it checks through and I get like a 10 of diamonds or something. And then over here, under the gun limps, I over limp. Big blind pots, and we will call. And we'll miss pretty hard. King of diamonds is relevant. I don't think I think I just have to fold. I don't think my hand's good. I'm just thinking about like bluffing and the merits of using this hand to do so. I think if I had a 10, it would make more sense to bluff here. Check raise. Just like unblocking all the straights, except for 8-5. Yeah, I don't think it makes sense to stick around. Okay. Over here, I think there was a limp and I raised. I checked back flop and I turned the nuts. The queen of spades kind of sucks because less likely someone has a higher flush, high flush. I mean, I think sometimes these hands can be like bet as a bluff. But ace king wouldn't really. Then I got top two pair, so I'm not going anywhere. And he pots it. I'm gonna call. If he pots it again, I can consider re-raising, which is kind of suicidal. I hope he doesn't have. He just pots turn with. It's kind of crazy. It's very aggressive. He doesn't call fours too much. I was calling to bluff the river if he was going to bet again. If he checked the river, I figured I was good often enough where I don't have to bluff. I think over here I can 3-bet was a bluff. I don't think I'd want to call if you were to 4-bet. That's a pretty good flop. I think I'm supposed to check most of the time, but I will bet this time. I will size up, try to get called by, I guess, an overpair, maybe a flush draw. He could have something like 6, 7, 8. I do not block. Okay. The only river that I was really scared of would be like a 9 or a club, especially a high club. It's probably just good enough to open. It's a pretty bad flop. Just fold. Probably stream for 20 more minutes. Shorty 3-bets. I think it's good enough to just put it in, I guess. It's kings. Flopped a wrap. It's okay. Nut flush draw on pair board. Top pair and a gutter. Just checks or min bets. It's effectively a check. Probably don't need to bluff yet. I can try to realize my equity. I think this is usually a flush. It's just a weird line. A bluff would make sense for me. I do not think. This is a pretty easy call. He's incentivized to squeeze wide here. Which might be bad. That's a really pretty good flop. I think I just want to get it in. I don't want to call. I'll call. Okay, turn the nuts. I was trying to debate whether I wanted to raise or just flat. I think I decided to flat because if he has a hand like aces here, I think you would just fold, and I have enough of an equity. I think I have enough of an equity advantage against the naked aces where I want to slow play. And now I just put it in. Hope he doesn't have like a lot of outs, I guess. He just folds. That's crazy. I guess he's just had nothing. I don't know. Like ace 10-10. I don't even know what he could have. He should maybe at like ace 5-5, like blockers to the straight. This is a really good hand. Not anymore. That's fun. Just check and hope for an offsuit. Queener 10. Yeah, this hand's pretty much over. And over here, I raise everything, gonna get 3 callers. I get 3. Just gonna give up. I don't think I get like queens plus to, unless I get like pot. I don't know. At least have a decent hand over here. Top, backdoor flush draw. Just pots it. I think my hand's good enough where I can just call. See, turn is set. This is really either really good or really bad. If he bets, I'll just rip it. Alright. Hope for no 9s or 4s. Maybe he just has like 9-4, like Jack 4. I don't know. Queens, like Queen 10. I feel like I would have called already. I don't know what hand he's potting there. Then folding. There aren't any logical bluffs that don't have good equity. Good enough equity to put it in there. So I guess he just had like a really weak value hand. My hand could be good. We're in a limped pot. over here. I have a wrap. Just give up. You could have probably got that. I always hate being in these positions because he's just gonna jam a lot of flops, and if I just, I mean, my hand's good enough to call, but I don't like it too much. When like reasonably deep with like, it's like this situation, he jams. And if he wasn't here, I would call my open-ender back for flush draw. If this 9 was a 5 instead, I would rip it in my position because I'd have the wrap. But I do not have enough equity against aces, or especially top side. What do you have? What was that? A gutter? Or double gutter? Alright. Okay. Pretty much have the same hand over here. He will defend. And miss pretty bad. Pick up aces over here and I get to 3-bet against a trappy player. This is really annoying. He could have just put it in. Ideally, he rips it, then he folds. If he were to raise, this would be an easy fold. If you were to call, that would be scary. Okay. Now we just gotta hope we're live. Just has a pair. That's good. Nice. He would have beat us if that 2 didn't come either. Nice pot right there. Probably just got a few more minutes. Just a 1 pot flop. Good trips. Easy call. Not a good turn. I do block the straight. If you were to bet, I could check check raise, but I think I had too much. Should have value to turn my hand to bluff. Over here, that's pretty good hand. I was on the fence the right way to play this blocker right here. I probably could have bet the flop. Yeah, maybe that way. Just gotta give up. It's also pretty decent hand. Probably gonna wrap it up after this hand. Sit out on all tables. Block the straight. He just pots it. So I'm in between calling. I don't have a club. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Alright, I'm starting to close out on tables. Just gonna play into my blinds and see what the profit is on the day. Pretty bad flop. Guys, my last tables. We'll just play one more hand. See where we're at. Now I can already tell we had somewhat decent of a profit day. We did catch two pretty decent punts. It's looking like plus $800. Assuming I don't lose this stack in the next hand. Alright, that's it. Alright. I think we'll call it $800. It's like between 8 and 830. I don't know I forget exactly what my account started with before, but not bad. That's actually a little bit more than I thought. I thought it was gonna be like 4 to 5. I did lose whole buy-in like in my first couple hands, so I was pretty surprised. That's pretty solid. If you're still watching, thanks for sticking around, and hopefully I'll start something pretty consistent. That's it for today.